Greetings YouTube, this is Toy Customizer Wake Angel 2001, bringing you part 2 of Kaidar 12's commission, Scourge the Hedgehog. Now Scourge and I have a little bit of history together. Besides the fact that he's one of my most requested characters to make a custom out of, he's actually my very first. These are pictures of the first custom figure that I ever really made, and it's my very original Scourge the Hedgehog. This was made from one of the first Sonic figures that came out, and I went a little bit overboard with all the clay I put around his boots, making his feet look a little bit too big. His jacket is made out of t-shirt scraps, which looks just a little bit too frayed for my liking. And the shades, although they look nice, are kind of fragile because they're made out of polymer clay. My second Scourge was actually the first figure that I ever sold to somebody. This time I got the shoes a bit better. I used Shadow shoes as a base, which already were closer to the right shape, so I didn't need to use quite as much clay. And his jacket I made out of rubber. It's the same rubber that you use in a bicycle tire repair kit. And although this is really hard to make, and it doesn't quite go all the way up his shoulders because the head, Sonic has no real neck, so neither does Scourge. And again, those glasses are really fragile. And also, it was brought to my attention at this point that Scourge actually has blue eyes. So by not repainting the eyes, I was a little bit off model. So this time, I took a few new directions when I made Scourge. This is the one for Kaidar 12. As you can see, his eyes are now blue, matching the comic book appearance a bit closer. And I took a new direction with the jacket. Instead of making a complete jacket with sleeves, I just made a vest and the two cuffs that will be the ends of his sleeves. I then painted the middle part of his arm black. This allows the jacket to go closer up against his shoulders, and I was able to paint the flame decals that go on his shoulders because this rubber really does not like to accept paint. Of course, I used a completely different foot to make the boots this time. I used Knuckles shoes because, well, they are very large and boot-like. Now you may wonder, why didn't my first two Sonics use these boots? So that's because on the first one the Knuckles figure wasn't out yet, and on this one, on the second one, I didn't have a Knuckles at the time, but now I do have Knuckles. So as you can see, I just had to sand down the top a little bit and do some very minor fabrication around the sock part to get the look right, and the rest was all repaints. Fraggin' Movie Maker froze and I lost the narration for this part the first time. God, I hate this editing software, it's so cheap. However, it does allow me to correct the fact that I sounded half asleep pretty much the entire time I made this video. So, I'm gonna try and be a little bit more energetic now. Woo woo woo! Haha. Yeah, I'm gonna stop that now. Okay, so yeah, here's the completed Scourge figure. As you can see, from the profile view, you can see the flame job on the arms, which was absent from my previous two Scourge figures, the first one being the fact that I couldn't add the details to cotton the second time because I couldn't paint the rubber. Now this time, by simply leaving the arms mostly bare, I was able to paint them. So yeah, great for that. Of course, the real triumph here is his shades. Yes. I mentioned before how fragile those polymer clay shades were, so I kind of thought, what material can I easily form and yet it wouldn't break? And I thought, got it, craft foam. So yes, these shades are made out of craft foam with a wire glued to the back of it, which is molded around the shape of Sonic's head so that it's a removable accessory, just like the first two. But this one is a great deal more durable. So yes, this is my best Scourge figure to date. So yeah, this is Toy Customizer Wake Angel 2001 signing off. Thank you to Kaidar 12 for requesting this, and thank you for everyone who subscribed to me for watching.